Hello everyone, this is Omega Reddish and welcome to another tutorial video. So today I'm gonna be covering Ken and his corner infinite. I'm gonna be discussing this with the regular size characters, that means no Sentinel, no Juggernaut, Hulk. It will probably work on Thanos, but I'm not really sure. But the reason I'm making this video is because I tend to switch teams a lot of times and then I forget some combos. As usual, I'm making this video not just for you but also for myself. So it's for me to watch in the future in case I forget. So let's get on to it. So first, let's take cable all the way to the corner. Alright, so there's plenty of ways you can actually start the infinite, right? One is through if you have an assist, and the other one of course is if you come in from a tank. Alright, so there's gonna be 3 button sequences that you're gonna have to do in order to do the infinite. At least this is how I do it. I'm not sure how VDO and the other guys tend to do it, but I would recommend checking them out, VDO and Paul M on YouTube, who's a really good Ken player as well. So the button sequences that I'm gonna talk about is, so we're gonna label them as sequence A, sequence B, sequence C, just to make this easier for both of us. So this is gonna be sequence A. Right, that's jump, low punch, middle punch, and then Tatsu. I'm gonna repeat it. Alright. So the next sequence would be, so that's low kick, middle punch, middle kick, heavy punch, Tatsu. Right? And the last sequence would be, so that's basically just low punch, middle punch, heavy punch, Tatsu. So that's sequence A, B, and C. So what I like to do is I usually start with sequence A. And sequence A is gonna be really important because this is gonna be your correcting combo, right? If you're like unsure of what to do next or how high low the enemy is, your fallback is always gonna be in sequence A, right? That's gonna be the one that like pushes you forward so you don't go too far away from your opponent, and it's also gonna regulate the height of the opponent as well. So I'm gonna start with sequence A, and depending on the situation, I could be landing on sequence B or C. There's an importance between B and C, which I'll explain later on, but I'll just demonstrate the infinite really quickly. Okay, so before I do that, there's actually an alternative to sequence B, which is, so it's like low kick, middle punch, heavy punch, Tatsu. Okay, so it could be going from this sequence. Usually I do it when the opponent is going low, but sometimes I feel like pressing more buttons is just gonna bring the opponent too high. So I subtract one button from that sequence, and then I just end up with low kick, middle punch, heavy punch, Tatsu, instead of low kick, middle punch, middle kick, heavy punch, Tatsu. So I just omit the middle kick. So let's continue. So I wanted to point out the difference between sequence B and sequence C. So what I found out, or at least in my case, I feel like sequence B is the easiest one to transition into super. If you go back and rewind my demonstration of the Infinite, I actually ended up in sequence B. It seems to be harder, at least for me. I tried several times to end it in sequence A or C. Maybe Video and the other guys can end it that way, but for me the most consistent one is sequence B. Alright, so I'll demonstrate that again in a shorter combo this time. Right, let's try to end this up with sequence A and sequence C, just so you see. So that's sequence A right there, and as you can see, Cable was able to block, even though I was really low, right? And it looked like it was gonna hit him, but it didn't. But with sequence B, I'm able to do that more consistently. So let's try with sequence C. So the same case here for sequence C, like it looked like he was gonna get hit, but he doesn't get hit. So I would really recommend, if you are gonna follow my method, to end the combo in sequence B. Alright guys, I guess we've come to the end of this video. If there's anything that I missed or haven't expanded on, please let me know in the comments. I will try to do a follow-up video on bigger characters once I get that down and I feel like I can confidently explain how to do it. So I hope this one helps you. If you want to pick up Ken as your main character or one of your characters and really make him a threat, so I hope you get to practice this Infinite and this tutorial. I hope that it helped you a lot, so please share the video with your friends, your Marvel friends. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.